Hello, Fighting Illini fans. We're coming to you from Paris, where the Illini wrapped up their trip with a 96-77 win over AMW Select, joined by head coach John Groce. Coach, we've talked about it during the trip. You've changed lineups, you've equalized the minutes, but tonight you did something with the starting lineup, special with Michael Tulip. Talk about the decision to start him.
Well, it was really an easy decision. I knew kind of today would be his last time to put on an Illinois jersey in a game setting. Obviously Mike's meant a lot to me, our staff, to Illinois basketball, and to the program over now going on year 4 that I've coached him. So, and he earned it. So it was great to have him out there, not only to start the game but to finish the game. I thought the last 2 minutes he sent kind of a message to the guys with how hard he was playing. He knew that was his, last time to wear that jersey, and I told those guys that we've got to play as hard as he played the last couple minutes all the time. If we do that consistently, we'll be in great shape.
Speaking of playing hard, one guy that continued to bring it tonight, as he has this whole trip, is LaRon Black. His third double-double of the tour, 21 points, 15 rebounds. What did you see out of him tonight and then on the whole trip?
Well, I thought his ability to affect the backboard, obviously, with those numbers, and stating the obvious, but just his activity on the glass, his ability to run the floor. I thought that he really finished 2-point field goals really well. As we know, that's been an area that we've talked about over the last year or two where we'd like to improve. And, whether it's mid-range jumpers or him finishing around the basket in crafty ways, I thought he was very effective throughout the trip.
What else did you see tonight that you were pleased with?
Well, I didn't like the way that we came out. I thought we came out really soft and got behind 16-8. We started a different group there. I wanted to see how those guys kind of responded, and it really challenged them. I ended up deciding to start them again in the second half. I loved their response. I thought we were much better there to start the second half, certainly, than we were to start the game. But just the development of some young guys. I thought Aaron Jordan played really well throughout and really made shots at a high level. I thought Williams played well at the end of the game there. Finke got some really valuable minutes. Thorne got valuable minutes. I just thought all of our newcomers, so to speak, this is such an invaluable experience, not only for what that we do when we're not playing the games, when we see Paris and Ghent and Brussels and Rotterdam and Normandy Beach, and that in itself is a heck of an experience. But the fact that those guys get to play 4 games and end up getting 10 practices, I think it's really helpful, especially to newcomers.
About these games, will you, during the season, you're going to watch a ton of video, you're going to self-scout, you're going to do all that. Do you do that with these European games, or do you just kind of move on from the film and that?
Well, we'll put clips together and teaching edits together of the 4 games, and we'll use those with our guys the first couple weeks when we start fall training camp. And that'll be a valuable tool for us because guys tend to learn more when they're watching themselves. And so I think that'll be good, and we'll be able to do that. We don't usually show film on the trips. We don't do that. I want them to have their space. But when we get back, we'll certainly put some things together edit-wise.
Speaking of coming back, we have one free day tomorrow in Paris and then a pretty quick turnaround before the start of semester classes. What will the guys do during that bridge before next Monday?
Well, we're going to get them back. We get back safely, and then I want them to take some time there for 3 or 4 days. The first 2 weeks of the fall training camp will look a lot different than they normally would have. So that's going to be something that we'll talk to them about on the Sunday night when they report. We have a meeting at 7 o'clock on Sunday night before fall semester starts, and we'll attack the first 2 weeks with a lot of strength and some maintenance of some conditioning. But there won't be a lot of basketball for the veterans. We'll take the first couple weeks to give them a chance to get their legs back. A guy like Malcolm Hill prepared all summer, went to USA basketball, did all that. Now he had 10 foreign trip practices, played in 4 games. It is a long year, and we want to make sure that we have our best for the end.